Hey Crop Girls, it's Tammy here, and today I'm here to share with you how to use the new Creative Memories alphabet stamp set with the Creative Memories custom cutting system circle templates to create a fun layout. Now, I am going to make a confession to you right now is that I don't stamp. I can't remember the last time I have ever used a stamp. Maybe when the kids were young and we did art class, but that was probably it. So this is actually going to be the second time I have used a stamping set with the Creative Memories alphabet stamp set. And the two layouts you're going to see are the only two layouts I have ever created with the alphabet stamp set. So if I can do it, you can do it. Let's begin. To create the stamps, we are going to use the new Creative Memories alphabet stamp kit system, the Creative Memories large custom cutting system circle, and you may want to use your Creative Memories multi-purpose tool. And for this, I'm using two of the alphabet stamp systems because I'm going to have double letters and I don't want to have to stamp it twice. I want to save time. So let's begin. So instead of using the acrylic block that comes with the alphabet stamp system, which I really do love because it has the nice grid marks on here, so you can always get a straight line when you are placing your alphabet letters onto the block and then onto your page. But because we want to create a circular title, we're going to use the back of the custom cutting system. So the front has the tracks where you would place your custom cutting system blades into, but the back is nice and flat. And that allows you to follow the curve with your alphabet letters so that you can get a perfect circular title out of your stamp set. We're going to line the bottom of the letters up along the bottom ridge of the custom cutting system circle. And remember, we need to make sure we are spelling our letters out backwards. So that's an important thing to remember when you're using the alphabet stamps. The other is to make sure the bottom of the letter is straight because we're going in a circular pattern. I'm going to need another C here. So I'm going to stamp that after, but just for placement purposes, I am going to put a G there because the C and the G are about the same size. Once you have all your letters placed on, you can turn it upside down and see if your letters are spaced the way that you want them to be spaced. Next, we are going to use the inking pad and tap gently on to the letters, making sure not to press too hard and making sure we are covering the entire surface of each of the letters. And you're going to want to make sure you saturate your stamps. So it could take several stamps or several taps per letter. Once you have your stamps completely saturated, you are going to want to place it onto the paper where you want it, and you're going to want to press really firmly all the way around. And because this has the grooves in here, you're just going to want to make sure that you're pressing quite firmly. Once you've given it a nice firm press, you may lift it off, and I can go over those a bit later. So we're going to saturate it again. Once it's saturated the second time, we are going to line this up this way Just making sure we're following that same line and giving it a good space, and then we'll press. Now I can go through and add in my C's. And I'm just going to use my Creative Memories acrylic block to add those in. Now that we have our letters all stamped, we're going to place the largest pattern in the Custom Cutting System circle set over top of the letters so the letters fit inside the template. Then we are going to use the blue, green, and red blades to cut several circles from this one section of paper. So if you remember correctly, your blue cuts the furthest away from the template, the red cuts the closest to the template, and the green cuts in between. So we are going to use the blue blade first, and we're going to place it in the track and cut all the way around. Then we are going to use the red blade and cut on the outside track as well. Then we are going to cut the inside circle. So I'm going to reserve the very inside for a photo. So the next piece we're going to cut then is the green. And then we are going to use the red blade to cut again. So out of that one section of paper, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. So let's put this together on an album page. Now to make a framed journal box, I've cut with the blue blade already on the outside of the smallest circle from the custom cutting system, and then I'm going to use the red blade to cut the center. And now that's going to make a really nice journal box for our layout. As you can see, I am continuing to use up every little spare spot on this paper with more circles, because this is going to be a very circular layout. So let's start building our layout. We're going to start with the polka dot as the base. And I've trimmed down the cloud cardstock that comes in the theme pack to 11.5 by 11.5. And then I have trimmed the heart paper that comes in the theme pack to 11 by 11. And now let's start with that focal point. So here is my social circle title. Now, as you know, I'm not a stamper. This is my second time only using the stamps. So this is kind of a little messy here, but that's okay because I think we will just cover it up. So let's add in that around the outside, and then we can put this in the inside, and I'll reserve that space there for a photo, but I'm just testing to see how this is going to look. And then we can layer this one maybe underneath. So now that I have it laid out kind of the way that I want it, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down and then add in my photos here and here, here and here. and then add in some of the fantastic stickers from the theme pack. And here it is, my completed layout. You can see I've added the photos to cascade around the feature title, and I've added in some journaling at the bottom. Don't you just love that ruled paper in the Love Each Other theme pack? And then our sticker clusters are here and here and here. And it just makes for a nice and fun, whimsical album page. So what do you think? Do you think you could create an album page using the Creative Memories alphabet stamp set and the custom cutting system? I think I did a pretty good job for my second time using the alphabet stamps. Until next time, happy scrapbooking!